Welcome to this video in which together we will solve this past paper question about functions and about finding the derivative of a function. The credit goes to Cambridge, and you make sure to check my website explainingmaths.com for all my other free resources. They say that the function f is such that fx is 3x plus 2 to the power of 3 minus 5 for all values x greater or equal to 0. Obtain an expression for f prime x, the derivative, and hence, so using that information, explain why f is an increasing function. And what does an increasing function mean? It means it always goes up, so the derivative at a gradient is always bigger or equal to 0. It's never going to be a negative. Let's find the derivative first. So fx, and it has those brackets. So I'm leaving some space there deliberately because some things will go in front of it. But inside those brackets, nothing happens. 3x plus 2. And then it becomes to the power 2 because the index always becomes one less. And then we do 3 times 1 because there's a 1 in front of it. So it's 3 times 3x plus 2 to the power 2. But all of that times the derivative on the inside. So the derivative of that expression on the inside of the brackets. And the derivative of 3x plus 2 is 3. There we go. And that last term minus 5 disappears because the constant disappears in the derivative. And if we simplify this is going to be 9 3x plus 2 to the power 2. So that's the derivative. And we just applied the chain rule there. So hopefully you were already aware of that. Now, hence, so use this, explain why it's an increasing function. So in words, you could then write down on an exam that for all values of x, the derivative is going to be bigger or equal to 0 because of the square. Because that square will always make this positive times 9, so you will always get a positive solution or 0. Big or equal to 0. Then obtain an expression for the inverse and state the domain of the inverse. Okay. Now let's start with the inverse. So I'll do that in red. Y equals 3x plus 2 to the power of 3. So to find the inverse, you swap x and y. And then we're going to make y the subject again, plus 2. Oh, hang on a minute, it's minus 5. Ooh, almost a silly mistake there. But minus 5, I almost forgot it. 3x plus 2 to the power of 3 minus 5. So 3y plus 2 to the power of 3 minus 5. So we're going to make y the subject now, and we show our working. So x plus 5, and then the cube roots, I'm doing 2 steps in one now, equals 3y plus 2. So if I continue here, it is the cube roots of x plus 5 minus 2 and all of that over 3. Okay, that is the inverse. There you go. So you swap x and y, and then you make y the subject again. So that's the inverse. State the domain of the inverse. Well, the domain of the inverse is the same as the range of the actual function. So let's have a look at the range, which is if I plug in 0, so 0 plus 2 is 8 minus 5 is 3, and everything else is going to be more than 3. So the range of the original function is y bigger or equal to 3. So that means that the domain of this function is also x bigger or equal to 3. I hope that was useful. Like and share if it was, and check my website explainingmaths.com for all my other free resources. Have a good day. Bye bye.